Hey there, it's Finn, and today we'll be going over how to integrate PlayFab into an Unreal project. Firstly, some prerequisites. You'll need to have a PlayFab developer account set up, and you'll also need Visual Studio installed, ensuring it's configured for use with Unreal Engine, as well as an installation of Unreal Engine. Be aware that, as of current recording, the plugin is supported on all Unreal Engine versions between 4.23 and 5.4 inclusive. We'll be using version 5.4. In addition, you'll need to have the Unreal PlayFab plugin installed from the Unreal Engine Marketplace. A link to this and any other documentation detailing how to set up developer PlayFab accounts and Unreal Engine environments will be in the description. For this tutorial, we'll be starting with an empty project. Launch your version of Unreal Engine, then select Games from the category. Use a blank template and select C++ for the project settings, as that's what we'll be using. Don't include any starter content, and give your project a name. Unreal will then load up your project. If your project fails to build due to compilation errors, one way to fix it is to navigate to your app data folder, go to Unreal Engine, Unreal Build Tool, open the build configuration XML file, and in the configuration, set it to use the correct MSVC version. So for 5.4, it's 14.38.33144. Now we need to enable the plugin. Open up the plugins menu in your project. From there, find the PlayFab plugin and enable it. Unreal will prompt you for a restart. Agree to this and wait for your project to reload. In Visual Studio, you'll need to add PlayFab as a module dependency. Go to the Solution Explorer, find the build.cs file for your project, which is under Game, your project name, Source, Project Name. Add the following code snippet, which will also be in the description. To make sure we have all the files we need, we'll need to first open up our project in File Explorer. Right-click on the U project file and select Generate Visual Studio Project Files. If you have Visual Studio open when you do this, it will ask if you want to reload the files next time you open it up. Click Reload All. Now to add some code to interact with the plugin. First, create a new actor in the Unreal editor. Set the parent class to actor. When it's created, add your new actor to the open scene. If you don't see it in the content editor, open your project in Visual Studio, then build the development editor from there, and it should appear. For simplicity's sake, we'll use the login with custom ID functionality to log a player in. PlayFab have some documentation on best practices with respect to logging players in, which will also be linked in the description. For now, we'll add the following code to the PlayFab actor class. In the header file, we'll add declarations for a begin play function, an onLogin success function, and an onError function. We'll also declare a private variable that stores a pointer to the PlayFab client, and then add all the relevant include files. Then, in the C++ file, we'll add our code. First, we'll include the PlayFab client API header file. In begin play, we'll add some code to declare our title ID. You can find this in the PlayFab developer console. Then get an instance of the client API. Then we form our request. We need to declare the custom ID, which is what will be assigned to the user logging in. We also want to set create account to true, so it creates a new account if there aren't any existing accounts with that ID. We then call the login with custom ID function, passing in the request, and then passing in our onLogin success and onError functions as delegates. For both of these, we'll just add some logging for the sake of this demo. After we've added it all in, we can compile it in the Unreal editor, then run the scene and you should see the messages in the log. Now we'll add an example method to fetch all user data. First, we'll add a declaration of a core getUserData function in the header file. Then, we'll declare a function for if the call is a success. We'll also add a private variable to store the PlayFab ID we get given, so we can use it across functions. We'll add some logging for if the user data is fetched successfully. In the login success function, we'll get the PlayFab ID returned when the user logged in, and then store it in the variable we declared earlier. In the call getUserData function, we declare a new request of the right type and set the PlayFab ID to be the variable we allocated for it. Then, we call the getUserData function in the client API, passing in the right delegates. This time, on getUserDataSuccess and then the regular generic onError function. We can then go to Unreal Engine, recompile, run the project, and we can see the new logging for the getUserData function too. And there we have it. You've now got a working Unreal project connected to your PlayFab title.